The crypto bloodbath, Bitcoin below $76,000. We see huge swings in the commodity markets, gold and silver down, like silver down 40% throughout one day, which never happened. It's been crazy, all these rallies and the ups and downs, and we can see continuation of the bearishness in crypto, which has closed the months of January 4 months in a row that Bitcoin closed in the red, which is very rare to see. And the question is, are we bottoming out? The whales are buying, like Tom Lee from Fundstrat and Bitmine buying Ethereum, Michael Saylor buying more Bitcoin. What is the view of the whales, and is it a good time to buy right now? That's what we're gonna explore as this bearish market that started in the 10th of October after this huge liquidation event of $19 billion. We kind of continue sliding down, and this, to be perspective, the second biggest liquidation event on $2.5 billion that just transpired in the market, bigger than the FTX collapse. But there's more liquidity also in the market. So let's take a look what is happening right now in the market. So you can see, guys, Bitcoin trading at $78,000 right now, and it actually closed 4 months in a row in the red. It closed the week also, was a pretty brutal week. Started at 86,000, closed at $77,000, and pretty much the continuation of the bearish move, the first wave of this bearish move that started in October. And one of the reasons to that is the big swings in the silver. So silver went to an extreme rally over here, all the way to $120. And then, of course, manipulation, some say JP Morgan, and all of that basically crashed silver by 40%. And that affected the gold market as well. So we never had silver go down 40% in the history. And you can see in the gold, we see gold also dumped over here 20%. But if you look on the day, it was like this 2 days, the last 2 days, very tumultuous. Not to say in the stocks gonna continue going along over here nicely to the upside, but we see the altcoins capitulating, right? We see Ethereum $2,370, we see BNB $776, Solana reached below like $100, it went to $96. Pretty wild. We're raising all of the gains ever since Donald Trump got elected, even here in January 2024. And of course, if you look at the total altcoin market, you can see in the last couple of weeks, it lost about $200 billion. So it's pretty brutal moves. And what we are seeing right now in Bitcoin, where the line of the 200 weeks moving average, it's around $58,000 right now. Currently, we're sitting at support. Well, previously it was a support in April 2025, which Michael Saylor says it's a great point to get into Bitcoin. But if you fail to hold this level of support of 77,000, then the next level might very well be 69,000. And if 69 is not going to hold, then we can go even to $50,000 or $55,000 or $58,000 on this basically 200-week moving average important line. Now, why this is important? Because as we are in a bear market, and all technically we are in a bear market right now, we are likely to continue seeing the downtrend. Well, if not immediately, we might see some bounce right now. It's fairly statistically speaking, very, very likely that we're going to have some kind of a relief rally from that. But the bearish trend is set. And until something changes, until we're going to see clear signs like maybe this bullish engulfing candles and all kinds of signs of a bullish momentum start to building up, we are in a bearish trend right now. So you got to be trading with caution. However, what you need to realize, guys, very important, we are right now at extreme fear. And if you look at all the different history over time of crypto fear and greed index, whenever we're reaching these points of 14, 10 in the extreme greed, we are very close to the bottom. Okay, that's what you guys need to realize, that we are very, very close to the bottom. So even if you miss it, nobody can predict to the dollar what's going to be the bottom. But historically, when you buy in the extreme fear, this is very good times to buy, because the market tends to recover. It all been recovering. Bitcoin is a hard asset. Ethereum, the active addresses keeps climbing up. So it's a good time to be buying. So it was a wild week for crypto. 600 billion wiped out from the market. 316 billion erased from Bitcoin. 106 billion from Ethereum. 5 billion got liquidated. So yeah, not fun. $10 trillion of market cap erased in gold and silver. Pretty big swings over there. And you can see 4 consecutive months of Bitcoin turning red. Yeah, so 58K is something that can possibly happen for Bitcoin, reaching at the the bottoming, the bottom of the bear market. It may very well happen, but I don't think it's going to happen just like that in one big move, because bear market usually tend to have at least 6 to 8 months to play out, up to a year. CNBC, on CNBC, Tom Lee just said that the bottom is in, so he's bullish, he's buying. He bought another $97 million worth of Ethereum. He believes in that. On-chain metrics saying, well, there is no other way to slice it. There is a lot of weakness in the Bitcoin price action. Duh, of course, it is a lot of weakness. If you look at the futures gap, this on the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, when we see those gaps, they tend to fill, okay, on the futures market. So that's currently located between 79 and 82,000. So it will not surprise me. We'll have some kind of a relief rally into those regions, right? So Tom Lee is bullish. Tom Lee keeps buying. Right now he is in a loss of $6.6 billion. 6.6 billion. Let it sink in. He's in the loss. But you are not secure your loss until you sold. So of course they don't sell, they keep buying, and they may be averaging it down in case they are able to raise more and more cash right now to keep buying at these prices. A little bit of hopium to you. This pattern seems very similar to Google and Nvidia patterns, what's happening with Bitcoin right now. So are we going to see a similar rally like that? Hopefully. We also see 3 months in a row of outflows of the Bitcoin ETFs. So it's pretty big selling that the institutions are overall selling out of their positions. And it is okay after so much inflow, so many months of green, to have a couple months of red. It's it's normal. Michael Saylor is hinting on buying actually more and more Bitcoin. So currently, officially, for the record, they have the Bitcoin price temporarily dipped below their average cost of $76,000. So they are kind of break even right now after all of this time because of all their purchases at 100K and above. But overall, their target is millions. So they're not playing the short-term game. They're playing the 10-year, 20-year game. So keep that in mind. It's a very simple strategy, not easy, but very simple strategy to get rich with Bitcoin and crypto, quality coins like Ethereum. Yeah, is when it dips, you buy and you don't sell. When it dips, you buy some more. Now, where do you get the money to buy more? Have a business, do something. but buy more during the dips and hold it. That's it. Like what Binance is doing right now, they bought $100 million worth of Bitcoin. Just keep buying. That's the secret, because one of the things that you need to realize, we're approaching $40 trillion in US national debt, and Donald Trump is going to do everything in his power to lower the interest rate. In fact, they already basically they already going in this direction of the Federal Reserve chair is going to be different. Kevin Walsh, his name, and he's pro Bitcoin and crypto, and is very likely to lower interest rate. In fact, the chances, okay, that is going to happen on the next meeting is 91%. So very likely that we're going to see more interest cut rates. And you know what happens when there is more interest cut rates, especially inflation is now under 1%. So we can see some pumps that we have been waiting for so long in this crypto. I'm out of the market since October, waiting for the opportunity to buy. Actually, right now is a very, very juicy opportunity to be stepping in, and buying. This level of support is gonna hold, right? You can wait some more if you want. You can wait a couple days more. You can wait until you see how this day is closing. Right now, it's looking to close as a bullish engulfing candle on the daily, which is a good sign of reversal over here. Keep in mind, on RSI, we are hitting this below level 23. So if you're gonna buy, like you wanna buy below 20 level, like this is not every day you have chances like that to buy Bitcoin at such low prices, and you have the opportunity right now, okay? So that's basically what I want to share with you guys. You have a market that is trending on the downside right now. We are pretty much somewhere on a major support, at least in the short term, because you cannot say we're in a bull market right now. We have 4 months in a row that we are in a bearishness. However, we are in an extremely low fear and greed index setting right now at 14. We are oversold right now, and historically it's a good time to buy. Even if it's going one more wave down to 58K, well, then buy some more, right? It doesn't have to go there, okay? But you know, it is we're somewhere close. We're not that far away from bottoming out, and then we start a new cycle of rising. So that's what I see in the market. I hope that it makes sense. I'm not doing as many videos on this channel at this point, but I want to keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the crypto land. We didn't see the altcoin season. It was kind of disappointing. Altcoins are down 80-90% across the board, but it keeps on going. The crypto market is 24/7, not going anywhere. So the key to success is just keep buying, especially during times like that. Just keep buying and don't sell quality assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Cannot say about the other altcoin market is too speculative, but Bitcoin is pretty much embraced by the governments, by the banks. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so that's it for this video. Subscribe to this channel, and I'm gonna see you on the next updates.